address the elephant in the room. And by elephant, I do mean the dog.
Well, hello, Keelie. Thank you for joining us.
We have a very special guest. This is Miss Keelie doll, also known as Keelie. She's breathing heavily into the mic. That's my bad. She is me in dog form, aka she has lots of personality, lots of attitude. She's feisty and she's got a short-term attention span. And I made the mistake of bribing her with the squeakiest toy possible. She'll stop squeaking it in a minute, I promise.
Really? You promise?
Yeah, she's winding down. She's winding down. She might hop back up in here. She might not. It's really it's Keelie's world here.
It is. And so today we are talking about the importance of pets and how they impact mental wellness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, how do you look at that dog and just be depressed? How? You know?
So are you saying that she helps, you having a dog helps not feeling so depressed?
I mean, I don't have depression, but like, how do you look at an animal and be like, right. Yeah, I'm sad, or yeah, I'm having a bad day? Like, they're adorable.
And so you just look at them and they just give you all have
to smile, or they'll do something that you just have to laugh at.
Are you sure? Because sometimes I think they do stuff that cause some aggravation.
Yeah. Yeah. Like right now, she's pulling stuffing out of her toy.
Okay.
Yeah. Which means I have to clean that up later. But it's so cute and she's so content. And it's like, oh, you're adorable, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And we know that a lot of people feel this way about their pets, like their family.
Yeah.
I think the statistics are 97% of pet owners consider their pets as part of the family.
Well, yeah, I would. Absolutely. That doesn't surprise me. Why would you have a pet if you don't consider it part of the family?
Well, I think historically there were other practicalities that people...
Keelie, you're supposed to be a hunting and fishing dog.
Yes. She's a Portuguese water dog, so...
She's supposed to be catching the fish for the fishermen. She's not catching no fish.
No, but she does
She's
love
running
to swim.
from them. She's running from them. She does love to swim.
You think she runs from the fish? She's not been in the lake.
Not far enough out.
Yes. But she does swim every day.
Yes.
In the pool.
Every day.
She loves to get in the pool and swim.
She runs at the thought of everything, Angel.
She what?
She runs at the thought of everything. Yesterday, we were out by the pool and the wind picked up and it blew a pool floaty towards her and she freaked out and ran on the deck.
Well, that would be scary. Well, and how do you know that there was nothing in the pool toy?
Okay.
Yes. So, sorry, y'all. Like, we're introducing a topic and we're a little bit more distracted than we typically are, which is saying a whole lot.
I really said, let me bring the distraction for this episode. I said yesterday, what if Keelie came and she didn't tell me no? Therefore, I wasn't going to bring her. I also matched her today. Didn't play that. Wasn't going to bring her, but then I was walking in the kitchen and I looked over and I saw her and I was like, you're coming with me.
Yes.
Yes.
She made her debut.
She did. It was needed.
Yes. Well, and I think this gets into a lot of topics about the benefits of pet ownership. And so we talk about that, and I think sometimes that's well known, but sometimes we don't talk enough about the responsibilities of that and how that works and so forth. So we're breaking a few things down in our talk today. I guess maybe first start talking about what we know from some of the studies, which is that there are studies that show pet ownership. Specifically, they have dogs. Some of the studies have been specifically on pet owners with dogs, that they decrease loneliness and decrease depressive symptoms. And you said something earlier too, which made me think, like, there's a difference between having a depressive disorder and sometimes feeling depressed. Like,
sometimes you just feel down.
You feel down. And then
you have someone, a little furry someone who relies on you, who just wants to be around you and in your space.
Who just takes joy. And I think that that's what a lot of pet owners talk about. Well, I would say dogs specifically, because cats, they're
cats
a
are
whole
something
different
else.
world.
Cats are something else.
But people love the personalities and, that they're present, and there's nothing better than, and don't get me wrong, like the cuddling with the dogs, but in my previous life when I was a cat owner,
we had a cat a couple years ago.
For a very brief amount of time.
For about 2 months. Because my brother's allergic.
Yes. So I keep trying to...
It was for the entire time that you were in Colorado. It was a full month.
It was like a month, yeah. Yeah, you got it and it was gone before I got back. So
less than 24 hours after she left on a trip, I was driving around and there was a newborn kitten in the street. And what was I supposed to do? Leave it? No. I'm not that kind of person. So we came home after being told no more animals.
Right. And we see how I went out on these things.
And then after getting rid of the kitten, we got a new dog.
Yes. But as I was saying, in my previous life, when I could have cats, because there is something very comforting about when they just sort of curl up with you while you're reading. And it's a very different feeling than your dogs because they're a little bit more active. Even the smaller dogs, and they can be very cuddly, but they just don't curl up like the cat does. But I've resigned myself that I will likely never own another cat. I've had to choose my son breathing over having cats again.
Yeah.
And I know he tries every once in a while. You guys are like, no, he's fine.
You made the right choice there. Huh? Are you sure you made the right choice there?
I know I made the right choice. Okay. I will always choose one of my children. But I know, and he loves all animals. Yeah. And you all keep trying every once in a while to like, no, he's fine. Look. And within a short week or two, he's having difficulty breathing. He's broken out everywhere.
To be honest, cats just seem like a different level of work. One that I don't want.
They're a different level. But some of the things when you think about pet ownership that it helps a great deal is routine, right? Most of us function better with routine, and especially from a mental wellness, getting out of bed, getting up, going for a walk, especially walking animals, which we do more with dogs than we do with other types of animals.
I don't know. I've seen a couple cats on leashes. I've seen some ferrets on leashes.
What?
Yep.
Wait, is this on social media or is this in real life?
On social media.
You haven't seen anybody walking cats on a leash while you...
I have once.
Okay.
Once.
So that's a thing.
It is a thing. It's not as common as walking a dog.
Right. What happens when dogs are seeing the cat on the leash? Is it different than a dog seeing another dog?
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I haven't seen people walking around because what are they? The little pony, like the little, like all the little miniature ones now. They've got.
Miniature what?
Aren't they like little ponies and I'm talking like little things.
Let me tell you, I wanted a mini pig for a while.
Did you?
There was a while there that I really wanted a mini pig, but they grow up to be like a regular sized pig. So it's like, what? That's not a mini pig.
Well, and that's another thing, like especially with kids sometimes, or we see this even with adults. We like the puppy, we like the little, but then it grows up.
Yeah, I want a puppy. However, I don't want another dog. But I want a puppy.
And she's almost to her full size.
I think she's at her full size. She's almost 2.
She's almost 2. Yes, a couple more months.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We missed Francie's birthday.
Did we?
We did.
Well, it's sort of hit and miss whether we remember to celebrate pets' birthdays.
Yeah. Usually I acknowledge it. She gets an extra treat or something. Not this year.
Not this year.
It was an accident.
It's been a little busy for you.
Yeah. It's been rough.
It's been rough. Graduate studies.
Yeah.
Getting those assignments done.
Yeah. Yep. I only have one more assignment, though.
Getting it done.
And then I have 4 or 5 weeks off.
Yay.
Somewhat.
What do you mean, somewhat?
I still gotta find an internship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
This, girl.
You
got this.
It's okay.
So, what do you think about pets and owning pets? And
I think pets are valuable additions to families. I think that they are just pets. In the sense of they're not there to serve a purpose for you. We're just going to dive right into that conversation.
Y'all, she's baiting me.
This is going to be controversial. Don't cancel us. We got opinions. However, I don't believe that pets should be emotional support animals. Because here's my thing. If they're part of the family, would you use your kid as an emotional support person? Your child.
Well, there's some people who do.
Exactly. Are they the best parents?
No.
Is it healthy for the child?
No.
Why the fuck are we doing that for a animal? Excuse my language.
I'm trying to think of different ways to say this.
To each their own. You do whatever you want to do with your animal.
All,
that's not my business. However, I'm not for it.
Yes. And I think before we dive into that, I do want to say service animals trained for very specific tasks. They are such an amazing asset to individuals who are struggling with particular challenges. And so just kudos to the folks out there working with service animals, helping them be trained for the specific tasks for their owners. I know many people who have service animals that really do help save their lives. And so those are protected under the American Disabilities Act. They're highly trained animals, and so they do serve a very important function. And so I think what you're talking about is very different.
I'm not talking about service animals.
We're talking about emotional support animals.
Those are essentially like your work companion. Like they are there for a purpose. They're not necessarily a pet. They're not a pet.
What's that? The service animals. Yes. And the difference in how I see many people use emotional support animals. And I know that there are some people who they do work very well with. Some have had some level of training, but that is not typical. In most cases, the animal has had very little, if any, training. And so that really, many times, they're not trained to do something. And that can create a whole lot of issues, right? And so... And then I think sometimes people are seeking the status of having their dog as an emotional support animal because that does allow them to have a pet in the home with them. So it impacts housing, and they can sometimes travel, although a lot of the airlines are really cutting. Yeah, they're being a lot more strict with that because seriously, I mean, people have had emotional support animals of peacocks and python snakes and, all sorts of things that make it challenging to, for lack of a better word, to take it seriously, right? Like, how is that falling under that? Where I see some of the challenges with emotional support animals, and again, this is not the same thing as service animals, but when I hear people talking about their emotional support animal, they're talking about this animal in a way that their very mental wellness is dependent on that animal, and that's
a lot. These animals are like a quarter of the size that you are.
Now, this does not mean that having an animal cannot be soothing, calming, helping, but it's the adult owner, my opinion is it's the adult owner's responsibility to care for the animal, to be what that animal needs.
To handle that animal's emotions.
Yes. And that it's a lot of misplaced responsibility. And oftentimes where I see this, it's a lack of accountability for their own regulation that they're putting it onto an animal. That does not mean, like anything, that the animals can't help co-regulate us, bring us pleasure, help us calming. But I do become concerned when someone is saying that they rely solely on their animal to provide that for themselves instead of doing the work, the therapy, the perhaps medication, other types of treatment that they are learning to manage themselves. Yes.
Yep.
It's a lot. And I mean, I've even sometimes had some discussion about whether a student should be able to have an emotional support animal while they're doing counseling, because that's what they need to help them be in that room.
If that's what you need to be in that room, then you do not need to be in that room. Because if you can't handle your own emotions in that setting, how can you handle your client's emotions?
That has been my perception. Again, I'm always open to hearing what other people's experiences are to learn and grow my perspective. But based on what I have seen from quite a bit of things, there's a reason people need to be able to learn to manage themselves. Now, if somebody's like, "Hey, I need an emotional support, and like I just need the piece of paper because I want to have it in my space, and they don't allow animals." I mean, I think that's a whole different conversation. I personally, my belief, and as somebody who has rental properties, we believe that pets are a big part of families. And so we allow them. For the most part, it tends to work out, but every once in a while, and I get it from a property owner standpoint doing rentals, when it's bad and you have a pet owner who does not take care of their animal.
Having to rip up brand new flooring and relay it twice.
And on the walls.
And cut out the bottom half of the walls and replace the little trim pieces.
And so that you're talking about major expense, time that it took, and labor. And yet
we still allow dogs.
We still allow dogs. But the thing that really irritated your dad and I about that is because you could tell where the dog was urinating was by the window. The dog knew it needed to be outside. And that was so sad and frustrating to think about this animal being kept and locked into a room and not taken outside and just allowed to urinate everywhere. But how distressing that would have felt for that animal. Like, that is the real shame to me, that not everybody should be owning dogs. You have to have financial means to do it.
You also have to have the time and the resources.
The time, the living arrangements to do it, and the wherewithal. Take the dog outside. If you can't do it, because there's times we can't do it,
find someone who can.
We make arrangements and so forth. So to me, that's some of the frustration. So I do understand why some people feel the need that they have to get a registered emotional support just to be able to have a dog live with them. I mean, and if that's a way to circumvent the system, I have less issues with that than...
But then once they get the approval for that one situation just to find housing, what else are they using it for?
Right. Because and again, as somebody who loves animals, and I love children, and I don't believe that animals and children should be in every setting. Like, there's times and places where you just... if I want to go sit down and eat a meal, and there's places I love because the dogs and I think there's even restaurants where cats can come. That's great. But I also think sometimes I don't want dogs, and a lot of times it's not even the dog
on the table staring at you.
they're usually not trained well, right? I have no problems with the service animals. They do their thing. They are trained well. I would not want to take Keelie somewhere.
Keelie sits at the table at home.
She does, and she's usually well-mannered.
The other day, she came up while I was eating and took my pizza off my plate.
So that's not so well-mannered. So no.
There's 2 bites left, and I was going to eat those 2 bites. But she thought she deserved more.
Keelie does not get to go when we go out. Now, that does not mean we won't take her for walks or try to keep
but
doing
not when
some
we're
different
eating.
things.
She does not get to join those festivities.
And as a mom to someone, right, because this is a whole nother thing, I have a son with severe allergies. So, who is one of the most animal-loving people there is.
But the animals that shed, the animals that are not hypoallergenic.
Anything, and and he knows this, and God love him, he tries. He's got friends who has animals, and he'll go. A lot of times he doesn't, but every once in a while he'll go to their house. He'll do some things, and usually within a couple days,
and his eyes are swollen shut,
and
he's
usually
struggling to breathe, and then he refuses to take allergy medicine because what's it gonna do? Help you?
So the routines, types of things.
Yeah.
So keeping in mind that people do have severe allergies to pets, and so there are things. Not everybody loves being around them, and or even people with severe allergies usually like them. They just have difficulty. But the other thing, and this happens way more than people think, which is a fear of animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we do know that dog bites are very common.
Who here has been bitten by a dog before?
And
it's okay.
But fortunately that did not cause you to be afraid of them, but many times it does. I mean, I want to say it's over 368,000, I think, visits to emergency rooms a year in the United States for dog bites. Obviously, some of them, maybe not, hopefully not as severe, but there are some that are very severe and life-threatening. And those are very scary when those happen. And so not everybody loves your dog. I know, and you look and it's like, how could they not? But
I don't know if they can see that, so hold on. I'll put the picture in, guys.
You put the picture in.
How could you not?
How could you not? And you think so, but yet some people are like, no, they have their own experiences.
I know.
So
I understand. However, how could you not love that?
Right. Well, some people are like, how could you not love my boa constrictor? Like, no, I don't want to see it. I would
rather not be strangled today.
So everybody has different beliefs and perspectives.
Yes. I guess. How could you not love my child being screaming in your face? I don't know.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing too about, fondness for children.
It will be having a child-free wedding, and fun fact, that is very controversial online.
Is it?
Yes. Because why don't you want my child there for your special day?
You say this now. We've got it on tape. You may change your mind.
No. Anyways.
So we've talked about service animals and their tremendous value that they bring for the people they serve. We've talked about emotional support animals and a little bit of the controversy there. There's also another category, which are therapy animals.
I'm all for it.
I am too.
We almost, Francie, she looks exactly like Keelie, but bigger. She was almost a therapy dog.
Yes, we were working on her to become a therapy dog.
And then she had puppies.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. She's been out of commission since.
She's been a little...
She's a little touchy. She's
changed.
Yeah. She's not quite as calm and supportive anymore.
Motherhood changed her.
Yeah, she doesn't like being touched anymore.
So, but therapy animals and dogs are certainly a common one. Horses, right? The equine therapy is very popular.
So that's how I get a horse. I convince you to do horse therapy.
Yes, I don't know how. It's not that I'm opposed. I maintaining horses is a lot.
I know, but like, what happened to the dream of having like a homestead with a bunch of animals?
A part of me would love that, and I know a part of you just need a ranch, girl.
I really do.
You would love all the animals.
Oh, I would. Give me some cows. Ugh.
And
a bison.
You want a bison?
I watched a video yesterday. It was in the news, and it was a bison attacking a grandpa.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was just taking pictures with his granddaughter of a bison in one of the national parks. And then all of a sudden, it ran after him.
Oh, did he?
Picked him up, threw him in the air. He did a backflip.
Is Grandpa okay?
I don't know if Grandpa's okay. I said, you can't ruin my bison experience.
No.
I scrolled. I said, nope. That's a cuddly cow right there.
Now, would you really cuddle with a bison, or are you going to keep a nice, healthy distance?
I'm going to keep a nice, healthy distance, although I really wish I could cuddle with a bison. Really wish I could. I know that that ain't going to happen. Right. I'm not stupid enough for that.
Right. And
I know the outcome's there. However, I really wish. But fluffy cows? Yes.
But I think this is also something that we also have to teach children and people, which is how to approach animals and what should they be looking for to see whether an animal is approachable or not, and so forth. Not just see like dog or kitty and just like take off and want to hug.
Ask.
Yes.
Keep your distance. They might look friendly. They're not always friendly.
So you're going to have a bison on your ranch. You'll try to. Yeah. And horses.
Yep. Some moo-moos. Some goats for goat yoga.
Goat yoga.
Goat yoga.
Which is also very therapeutic.
Yes. Goat yoga. I'm just going to have a wellness ranch.
Ooh, I love this.
Yes. Horse therapy, goat yoga, whatever other sort of things I can find. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
And I can't remember what those little... Didn't Jelly Roll get one of those little horsey things?
The little ponies?
Yes.
Little ponies.
Because a lot of times horses and those little ponies, those are the ones that are approved as emotional support animals now. In like academic settings and so forth.
I'm not looking for emotional support animals.
No, you're
I have a couple therapy dogs for the vibes, you know?
And like you would take them to different hospitals and schools.
Yeah.
They use them a lot too in crisis, disaster types of things, bringing comfort.
Yep.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah, I can see me doing that too. Like that, yeah. Yeah.
And so you're going to have a little homestead.
Yeah. Where am I doing this at? Because it's not happening in Illinois.
Missouri?
No, I don't want to live in Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Arkansas?
know.
Louisiana?
What's there? Ooh, Louisiana. I do love me some Louisiana. And by Louisiana, I do mean New Orleans, but...
It's going to be outside of there.
I know
might be a little swampy.
Yeah.
You've got Colorado, Kansas.
There's nothing in Kansas. I want out of the Midwest.
Out of the Midwest.
Yes.
So.
Colorado's looking like the best option right now. Maybe Arizona. That could be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So future goals, right? Finish your...
Wellness ranch in Arizona.
I could see that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you feeling like you've got some goals now?
Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better about my life. In case anyone's wondering, there's been some crises this week about what I'm doing with my life. So we just solved all my problems.
We just solved all, giving you a little bit of direction.
Yes.
Both the where and the what. And how this fits in.
And I can envision it.
I can totally see you.
Yes.
Out there wrangling with all that.
My only issue is that your husband would move out there because he wants to freaking play with all the animals.
He would.
Yeah.
Are you thinking your parents would be in tow?
Yeah, they'd have their own little house on the property.
Depending on who's funding it, you might have the little one.
As in you're funding it?
I don't know.
If you're funding it, go right ahead. I'll have the little one. That's fine. I'll cut my losses there. So, anyways.
I'm not certain how we went down. See, pets can let you dream.
We were talking about horse therapy.
Yes.
And then it went to my wellness ranch.
Yes. Yes. And you've got the cowboy. Like, girl, you are.
Yeah. I'm ready.
You're ready.
Yep. It's a new personality I've come into, apparently.
Maybe you need to find a ranch to go. Like,
yep.
Shovel some hay, or what is it? Not shovel.
The little pitchfork thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to do all that.
I feel like it can't be that hard.
No, and you're a worker.
I'm a worker. I got some muscles.
There you go.
Not many. Not in the upper arms. However,
those can be developed.
I would be skinny. Let me tell you about that. I'm already skinny enough. However, I would be fit.
Yes.
Fit. Muscular. Lean. In shape. I would also do that by taking the dogs on walks. So, one's more attainable at the moment.
And what about the waking up super early, right? Because that's part of the routine. Get up, get out of bed. Get up with the roosters.
I didn't say I was having roosters.
Oh, there's got to be chicken. You got to have the eggs.
Chickens, yes. Roosters, I don't know about that.
Why?
I don't know. My issue is that I would grow attached to the chickens as my own little, like, pets. At least one of them would end up in the house with me.
No. Have you seen all the chicken droppings?
Yikes.
Yeah,
it's not yikes. Anyways.
But there's a chicken coop.
But then a coyote would come and eat one. Like, it's going to happen eventually. Like, that's just realistic.
It is.
And then I'd be sad,
You would. And now that you mention that, honestly, the loss of a pet is pretty formative for most young children or teens when they have a pet who passes. Mm-hmm. That grief is very real for families.
Mm-hmm. That's big.
I'm trying to think.
Because that's going to happen. Like, realistically, dogs, 10, 12 years lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough.
It is. And I've actually known some individuals who have had a significant loss of a pet, and wow, that rocks their world. And they're very hesitant to get another pet because that pain was so very real. They're like, I never thought I would love my dog like that. Like they were just part of the family, and the whole grief cycle, right? Like you're seeing their dog bowl, or you're seeing this that reminds you of them, or, this was the food that they would go crazy for and want. And it's very sad, and very real. But then again, it's one of those things that
it's inevitable.
It is inevitable.
It's just the cycle of life.
And
but that doesn't make it any easier.
It doesn't make it any easier. And to not have a pet because of that, just think of all the other things you might be missing out on.
Yeah.
Some of the aggravation, don't get me wrong. I'm like, if these dogs chew anymore, y'all, sometimes they get my Amazon packages before I do.
Keelie last week.
Yeah.
You didn't even know it came in.
I knew it came in. I hadn't opened it yet. But I saw the
And
rubber.
I told Dad to throw away the packaging before she saw it, and he didn't listen. And so then I got a Snapchat the next day of, do you know what was in this package? Yeah, don't worry about it. If you don't know, then why does it matter?
Because it matters.
I was trying
It
to
was
see.
it was a bookend, y'all. One survived, one
bookshelf.
did not.
Yeah. To keep books up, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. You have one. It's better than none.
And that came like less than a week later than they ate my I have some mousse treatment stuff for my feet that is a little pricey.
And it was in an aerosol can, and they ate through the can, and it sprayed all over the fireplace, the wall, the bookshelves, the ceiling, their dog bed, and the TV.
Yes.
And I had to try and clean it up.
So responsible pet ownership would mean that we don't leave things out, but it is hard. They get everywhere.
They get everywhere. The issue is that Keelie can get on tables.
She's very spry.
She's
very athletic. She's
got jumps.
Yeah.
She looks small and innocent. She's not.
Keeps you on your toes.
Like I said, feisty personality, short attention span.
Yes. And they do look so cute when they're just sleeping over there.
Mm-hmm. I told you she'd calm down and stop squeaking the toy.
Yes, you did.
Yes. I know her well. What was I going to say? There was something that you were discussing, and I was like, ooh, I have something to say about that. I don't remember. Interesting.
Well, let's talk about all the ways that you have to take care of a pet and how that can be helpful.
Well, let me tell you what I put in my PowerPoint of something that you needed to do. However, we weren't going to do it. So when I was convincing her to get another dog, this was Bentley. So this was before her. And, well, I said, I could lie to you and tell you we're going to clean up all the dog poop in the yard. However, you and I both know that's a lie. So I'm not even going to try. She was like, Thank you for being honest.
Because that is one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I love my backyard.
She likes her backyard not being a landmine.
Yes.
This summer's been better.
Yes.
Yes.
You
gotta feed them. They eat, guys.
Yes, but then also, don't you think part of the care is not overfeeding them?
Talk to your husband. Don't talk to me. Talk to your husband. Why is Bentley supposed to be 55 pounds and he's 80?
Oof.
Yeah. Granted, he doesn't look it. And by he doesn't look it, I mean he doesn't look overweight. He looks perfect, but he a big dog.
Yes.
He thinks he's a little Pomeranian, though, so.
He does think. Sometimes they have identity issues. I think just like us. He thinks he's a little lap dog. And we call his name is Mr.
Tux Bentley?
Yes.
Okay, we have Miss Francie Pants. We call her Francie because Francie sounded fancy, and so, yeah. And then we have Mr. Tux Bentley, and he goes by Bentley because he's black and white, and he looks like he's wearing a tux. And then we have Miss Keelie Doll because she was originally named Dolly.
But it just didn't seem to fit.
It just, realistically, we were naming a dog, not a puppy. Have you ever heard that saying?
No.
So basically nowadays people are like, you're naming a person, an adult, not a baby. Because people are naming their babies like baby names that are like cute as a baby, but
they don't grow into it.
They won't grow into it. Realistically, Dolly was cute for the first like 6-8 weeks, and then it was like, it was cute when you were 6 weeks old. However, you're now 8 weeks old, and it's you're not growing into it. So it changed to Miss Keelie Doll.
Yeah, we tried when we got Teddy.
Oh, Apollo.
We tried Apollo, and
so we bought half brothers at the same time, and one was very clearly Zeus, and the other one was supposed to be Apollo to match. However, no, he was not an Apollo. He was a teddy bear.
He was just a teddy, just always there. Sometimes you just like, what are you thinking, dude? And
not a lot.
But he's just always there.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, and speaking of like, he's one that he was definitely too heavy there for a while. Poor baby. And has not been happy with his
he
restriction.
Acts like he doesn't eat at all.
Yes.
So anytime someone comes over, he'll stare at them like he's starving, and they will feed him.
And he whimpers. He's got this little whimper.
And it's like, dude, you ate 2 seconds ago. You're fine.
Yes. So the feeding.
Yes.
And having to get up with them.
Yeah. Yep. They want to be up at 6 a.m. every day, and then get upset when you don't want to be upset that early.
But they have to be taken out.
Right. But like, then you're like, let's go back to bed. And they're like, no, we're up for the day. And it's like, I'm so sorry, but not all of us get to sleep throughout the day.
You mean
as she's doing right now.
You
right
don't get
now.
to take the naps.
No. You're supposed to be up here, present, paying attention, being adorable for people to look at. And where are you?
She's
on the floor.
Totally out.
We've never had a guest take a nap in the middle of the episode before.
There's always a first.
Okay.
Now, we could have many listeners who are, they're falling asleep with this. I'm going to take it, not that they're bored, but because it's so soothing.
Right. Yep.
Right.
I don't know. I think we're pretty entertaining. I think we keep people on their toes every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah. I would hope so.
I mean, sometimes we do get into funny conversations.
We do. Mm-hmm.
That or we just crack ourselves up. We might not be everybody's cup of tea.
But we're our own cup of tea.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if we're your cup of tea. Oh, goodness.
Anyways.
So we've talked about the getting up early, how else does it teach responsibility, like especially for kids?
I think it teaches ability in a sense that like you take them for walks, but like as a kid, you gotta know your limits. Like if I took Bentley for a walk and I was like 6, Bentley's fucking dragging me.
Yes.
Yes. An 80-pound dog against like a 6-year-old, no. And he's a runner. He's dragging you. I think he could still drag me.
Actually, he's a pretty good walker.
Really?
He is. The thing that I find a little bit most aggravating, and it's just a training thing, he doesn't pull on the leash at all. If anything, he stays so close to you, he's crisscrossing sometimes in front of you.
Listen, I can't walk in a straight line either. Okay?
I'm just saying. So sometimes you're like, dude, just walk beside me.
He's got to make sure that the coast is clear. He's got to make sure.
Right. And I know this is very specific to this breed, too, that they like to be right at your feet almost always. That was a big sigh.
She also just kicked that camera.
Ooh. Are we okay?
Yeah, it'll be okay. I'm sure it's fine.
So, whereas Francie was the one who wanted to go running.
Really?
I went running
Sometimes
with her.
she gets really excited about going on a walk.
Oh, we were just walking along, and then she won it, and it's like, all right, let's do this. Let's think if I can hang with you. And we ran a block.
My issue is currently that it's hot outside. The pavement's hot. I go for 2-mile walks, and I'm like, I would bring you guys because I know you want to, but it's just too much for your feet.
Yeah.
It's too hot for you guys.
Or you could get up super early.
I set my alarms for 8 a.m. this morning. I didn't get up till 10:30. They went off consistently every 15 minutes.
That's not going to work on your ranch, girl. Your little homestead.
Well, maybe if I wanted to get up,
Well, maybe if you were a little bit more bored at night and went to sleep earlier.
Yeah. I cleaned yesterday.
There you go.
Yes.
So I did stay up late working on things too.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so, and you can get up early.
I can. I just don't enjoy it. Because other people get up to take the dogs out. If it had to be me, I would get up and I would take the dogs out. However, there are other people in the house who take care of it.
Well, they really don't let anyone else but your dad do it.
No. We will try and take them out. However, they will just sit at your guys' door and whine and scratch. And then if you let them in, they jump on the bed and they trample all over him until he gets up.
Yeah. And I try to take
There's
them
no
out.
winning there.
And they won't even like follow me.
There's no winning there. It's okay.
It's not. I'm like, he's created that.
Yeah. That's his own doing.
Yes. So we've talked about the different responsibilities, and I do think that is what is so helpful for mental wellness in having a pet is the routine and the responsibilities. You're thinking beyond yourself, especially when you think of depression and anxiety. We call them internalizing issues for a reason, because we're thinking about ourselves. Whereas when you have to care for a pet, it makes you think of someone else. It makes you more empathetic, right? You're responding to an animal's needs, like, oh, you need to go outside. Oh, you're hungry. So you're being empathetic. You're caring for someone else beyond yourself. And that is really important to, feel good about yourself and that you're responsible for this other living being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All good things.
All good things.
Even if it drives you crazy.
That being said, I don't think pet ownership is for everyone, because pets are vulnerable. And so they can be abused. And so people who have volatile tempers that they direct at other people or at pets, then, that's animal abuse. And so that is never okay. Sometimes we see this with children, is that they're intentionally causing harm. And that has some more diagnostic types of concerns with it. And so I think that those are important. And I would say any parent, if you, and I'm not talking like pulling a dog's tail and getting nipped at, right? I'm talking about some stuff where you're being concerned that they're harming. When you're seeing that in childhood, that is definitely a red flag to be seeking treatment for.
Serial killer energy.
Well, I don't want to scare parents. It's not all children who do that grow up and become serial killers.
Some of them do,
or
though.
Hurt, but
some of them do.
Some who have shown those behaviors.
Yes.
So we've got to be very careful about that.
Yes.
Sometimes it is curiosity and, like they're acting out in ways because they're going through some emotional issues and different things. So there's lots of things that could be happening, but definitely if you are noticing that would definitely be a sign to please get them some extra help. And so thinking in terms of how do we keep our pets safe? It's summer and this is something we see all the time. It is hot out. So
get them shade, get them water, keep them inside if possible.
Yes. Even how long can they be out in cars, and making certain the windows cracked. Our dogs love going places with us. So if we're just running in quickly, we might leave them in the car with the window cracked, but not on a hot day. And then even being able to take walks when the pavement is too hot.
Even being on the boat.
Yeah, we've not been able to take them on the boat if it's too.
There's just
too
not
much.
enough shade.
So and they're smaller, so they just can't do as much as what we are sometimes doing. So yeah. So definitely thinking thinking about what an animal needs and being able to provide exactly what they need and how they need it is important. And our seasons of life can change too.
Yeah.
So sometimes we go through like that we can't really care for a pet at this time, but then there might be other times where we can.
Yeah.
And then the companionship. I think that's the big part that a lot of people, especially when we are having, people astronomically expressing feelings of loneliness. She perked up.
Come here. You want to come say goodbye? Come here. Keelie, don't look at me like that. Come here. Nope. Okay.
No.
She's back to napping.
She's back to napping. I mean, and that is one of the best things, when you come home, they greet you. They love you. That unconditional love.
Yes.
That I would say that's dogs. Right.
Yep.
Cats, not so much. They're
the unconditional hatred. Which is their own form of love.
Cats just have their own personalities too. I mean, the dogs do too. But dogs, certainly the way that they greet you and, they let you know that you're important, that you matter, and that they're happy to see you. And for many people, they just need to know that somebody likes seeing them. And so that companionship, going and playing and doing things, going on walks, playing in the backyard, getting that physical activity, getting up, having to do things, those are all really important parts of having a pet and how they can help us.
Yeah.
So one of the things, we've talked a lot about the mental wellness with owning pets. I guess I'd be curious to talk about what is it that pets can offer that maybe other humans can't?
They don't talk back.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's that one.
Are you sure?
No. But it's like usually what you think they're saying,
Right.
It's up to your interpretation of their attitudes,
Right.
Because
so they are being sassy.
Sometimes Keelie and I get in arguments. Sometimes Francie and I get in arguments.
But
Billy doesn't.
You get to make up what they're saying.
Absolutely.
Which also helps with empathy and perspective taking.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, you don't want to do that now?
Like, oh, you don't want to come up here and be by me right now? She's sitting on the floor next to you. You're my dog. What are you doing over there? Anyways.
She's like, I've got a better angle over here.
At least you're finally in the angle. Yeah, they don't argue. It's unconditional love. Literally unconditional. Like, you don't have to worry if they're mad at you or if they're not gonna want to see you that day. Like, they're there. They love you.
They do, but don't you think they get mad at you? Okay, Francie gets mad when we've been gone.
Yeah, she gets over it.
She does get over it. So it's not that they don't have any feelings.
They have feelings, yes.
But that that they will eventually, like, they love you.
They need you. You're useful to them.
They forgive you.
They forgive.
Do you think, like, maybe sometimes with animals, they're way less complicated than, like, human relationships?
Yeah. They got emotions, and they show their emotions. However, they move on. They move past because you're their person. They don't really got many other people. They rely on you, and that is how heavily they rely on you keeps them coming back, keeps them forgiven, keeps them providing that unconditional companionship.
Okay. Any other things that they do that maybe humans don't?
They walk on 4 legs.
I guess you could walk with your hands too, right? Isn't that the bear
tails. They drink out of water bowls instead of glasses.
Oh, so but the one thing we like about their tails is we can always tell when they're happy.
Yeah, and when they're scared. Or if they did something wrong, and you're like, "Which one of you did it?" And the tail goes between their legs.
So they have their tails.
They do. Keelie has this little head tilt. Sort of like.
Is that a problem? What do you mean? Is that a problem?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You can always tell when they're listening.
And they selectively ignore.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when they take off running. And get because Keelie jumps over the gate, so then Bentley wants to go after her because he's trying to get onto her, and it's a whole thing. And she jumps over the fence to get into the neighbor's yard, and then he's there trying to get her back. So when she does come back, he's got to get onto her. It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's been selectively ignoring me this entire episode. I've tried to get her up here multiple times. She just wasn't built for the spotlight.
She wasn't. Or she's creating her own. She's like, I can do that from a different place.
I guess.
But she is not one, even at home, to sit on the couch with us.
No, she's at night, in the evening when she's tired and you have a comfy blanket next to you, she'll hop up and start chewing on it. That was my mistake. I didn't give her a blanket to chew on.
Well, let's talk about the blankets, y'all. And this little one.
This little one finds comfort in like gnawing on the edge of a blanket. Not like hard or like chewing it up, just like slow, just like softly.
Like a pacifier type of thing.
But she finds comfort in it, but she wants the one that you're using. There could be 50 blankets on the floor, all of which that she has claimed, but she wants the one that you're using.
Yes. And so she takes it.
And she will drag it off of you.
She does. And then you put another one on yourself.
And then she wants that one.
And then she wants that one. It's a thing,
they are all hers.
And it's not a game.
No, she wants that.
She wants it, and she will not stop. So they just have the most interesting personalities. Mm-hmm. And sometimes can be very frustrating because you're like, I just want a blanket.
To be fair, it's summer. Why are we using blankets?
Because sometimes I just want the weight of it. The fuzziness.
Okay.
Or I don't want the dogs on me licking my legs if I put lotion on because I want to lick the lotion off. All these things. So anyway.
We're out of time.
We are.
What are your takeaways?
That there's so many benefits to owning a pet. And so highly encourage it. And simultaneously, there are a lot of responsibilities that it is up to the pet owner to be taking care of the animal. It's not the responsibility of the animal to take care of the pet. So those are some of my big takeaways. And they're pets. They need to be like loved and spoiled and trained and supervised and so forth. All the feels.
Yeah.
They're family.
They're family.
What are your takeaways?
They're family.
They're family?
They're family. Yeah, know that if you can take care of one and don't get one if you can't. They got so much personality. They really do. Yeah.
And you've gotten some new life goals now?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. We'll see where this leads you.
We really will. Take care of your pets. Take care of yourself. Both can be true at the same time.
Yes.
Yes. Keelie, you got any takeaways? She's chewing on her paw.
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
It's been real.
Very good.
Bye.